Hey everyone, it's Audrey, Stitchy Witch 42. It is Thursday, May 31st. It's cold here today. It's a bit on the chilly side. It's starting to warm up outside, but my fingers and my toes are actually cold because I'm barefoot. Oh well, it's not winter. I'm not complaining. Alrighty, where to start off? A couple weeks ago, I told you that our computer crashed, and when the computer crashed, it took my video maker program along with it. Mark might be able to retrieve it because the way he has the computer set up, it has multiple hard drives, and so it might take him a while to find my video maker. We've tried downloading a couple of other free ones, and I am not tech savvy at all, and I tried watching the tutorials, I tried doing things the way they said to do, and I just couldn't get anything to work. So I am back to recording on my cell phone because I can use that. I can do that. So I'm at a bit of a different angle than I usually am because I've got my cell phone set up on the tripod. You don't care. I know that. It doesn't matter. So anyway, I am recording on my cell phone once again, and I will upload this later on tonight. So when it takes the 6 or 7 hours that it decides it wants to take, I'll be sleeping. It's my plan. So what have I done today? Today, I have been trying to work out in my garden. My back flower beds have gotten so overgrown, and I am trying to clean them up as best I can. And I've shared many times that I have issues with my legs and my feet. My feet especially, about the only shoes I can wear anymore are my Birkenstocks. I talked to my podiatrist about this because even my orthotics are hurting my feet. And he said, if your feet feel better in the Birkenstocks, wear the Birkenstocks. But the Birkenstocks aren't the best thing to be wearing when I'm out working in the garden because they're just not. So I have been trying to get some weeding done in my back flower beds. There are a lot of grasses that have grown up in my flower beds, and trying to get them pulled out, and the sticky weed and the thistles. I'm trying, and I'm not getting a lot done, and oh well. My plan is that next year I'm going to start it much sooner than the middle of May. I'm going to see if I can hire somebody to come out and help me maintain my flower beds because it's getting beyond what I can do by myself. But that's what I was working on this morning. So after doing that for a little while, I came in and I showered, and here I am all made up and pretty for you. Just thought you'd appreciate that. But before I took my shower, I sat down and I watched some floss tubes, and I haven't seen anybody new here recently, and I know that we all like to share all the newbies that we've been watching. Well, I want to share a couple of oldies but goodies. And I'm not saying oldies because they're old. I'm saying oldies because these are some of the first ladies that I watched doing floss tube videos, and I really enjoyed them then. And as you watch more and you branch out and you see all these other people, you kind of lose the people you started with because I don't have a playlist. I just watch whatever shows up on the television. So this morning I watched Lori, Mischievous Stitches, and she is such a sweet lady. She was talking about her retreat that she went to and sharing all the goodies that she got there, and watching everybody's videos about the retreats makes me want to do one more and more and more. So getting there. So I really enjoyed watching hers, and she explained why the one stitch along going on right now is referred to as the Mustang Sally stitch along. I know exactly which song she's talking about because I actually used to go do country line dancing. Yeah, this rock and roll girl went and did country line dancing because I could do it by myself. Didn't have to have a partner. And the husband doesn't dance. He doesn't dance. Yeah, he doesn't dance. He can stand and sway back and forth, and even that won't be in rhythm. The other lady that I watched this morning that I have always enjoyed watching her videos was Emily C. And everyone who has animals in their videos, I want to tell you, I just enjoy that so much. It's a part of daily life to have these critters in the videos. And so, yeah, when Buster's meowing and distracting her and everything, you bet. I am enjoying that completely. And I've always liked the things that she stitches on. But both of those ladies were just absolutely so much fun to watch. And then, of course, I watched Kitten Stitcher. And she has cats in her videos all the time, and I miss having kitties, but we're not owned by any animals at all anymore, so I just enjoy them vicariously through all of you who have them on your videos. Okay, so I was watching them. They are my oldies but goodies, and definitely not old, but definitely goodies. Then I wanted to talk about Facebook. I have been receiving some requests for friend requests on Facebook, and I haven't been replying to them. I don't have a tremendous number of people on my Facebook, but because I am a member of so many different cross-stitching groups, it got to the point where I didn't see my friends' stories as part of my feed because all the cross-stitching stuff had taken over. I finally figured out how to go into settings and make it so that my friends show up first and then cross-stitch afterwards. But that's why I'm not accepting friend requests. So it's nothing personal. I'm not trying to be a snob or snooty or anything like that. What I do on Facebook 99% of the time is I play backgammon. And I like to check up on what my friends are doing. And when I say friends, I mean the people that I've known for 20 or 30 years, my close personal friends. So if you sent me a friend request and I have not accepted it, that's why. It's not that I don't want to be friends, it's that I kind of want to keep my Facebook as my personal place, still be part of the groups, but my Facebook page be my personal place. My Instagram, StitchyWitch42, is open to the public. So anybody can go there and see what I'm doing. And I'm using my Instagram to go along with my floss tube videos and share my cross stitching, because all you lovely ladies and guys out there who do videos and can insert pictures here, I can't because I'm not tech savvy. So there. So I go, hey, I did this. And if you go to my Instagram, you can see the picture. Yeah, and it works for me. It doesn't get any better than this, folks. This is me. This is the way I am all the time. I am snarky and sarcastic and in your face, and I think I'm funny. But, oh well, this is me. I don't mean to be rude and obnoxious, but I can come off that way too. So just ask the people I work with. Or don't. So, what have I been working on cross-stitch-wise? Well, Witch on Duty. This is where I'm at, and, ooh, come on. I have a cat head too. The The floss that I am using for the hat and the cat are the same, and I think I've said it before. I'm stitching them in different ways. With the cat, I'm doing them in 3x3 squares and moving them all around because I want the cat to have a patchy look to it. On the other hand, the hat, I am just doing regular back and forth stitching on it because I want a striped effect. Now, the brim of the hat down here, I'm actually going to try stitching that one at a diagonal to see what kind of effect I get with that same floss. Just trying to mix it up and do things differently. Like I said before, I don't have enough material down below to put in all the words because I started too low on the fabric. So I'm going to adapt it. I am currently housing it in the lovely Marauders mat bag that Lori, Textilist, made for me. And along with that bag, I've been using the Marauders map one that my sister Patty got me for my birthday to keep all my floss and other stuff in. But anyway, my plan with this is I'm going to leave out these words here and I'm going to move the broom up right underneath there. So I'll still have my witch on duty, I'll have the cat, I'll have the hat, and I'll have the broom. It'll just be moved up and then I will be able to get that one finished off. It's my plans on witch on duty. I was working on this at the store yesterday. It was fairly slow. So I wasn't busy, and basically I sit in my little office and I had all my stuff done and there wasn't much else to do except watch out for customers. So I had this sitting on my desk and I was stitching randomly throughout the day. And a couple people came in and they just thought, that is really cute. You need to put that up in your office. Well, I would, but because it's an office in the store and corporate people come in and they frown on anything being personal. So that's okay. I'll keep it. I like it. It's mine. It's my precious. And I started something new. So I made this big deal about Mark making the stand for me so that I could work on my Christmas piece. And it's a gorgeous stand. I mean, he recycled things that he had out in his shop. He had the legs from a previous stand and he went and bought $6 worth of parts to put this stand together. And then I had paid $3 for the scroll frame. So there's $9 in this adventure. And I went to start on this last week and it wouldn't hold tension on the fabric no matter what I did. Mark was trying to help me. I mean, we were trying to tighten that fabric as tight as we could, and the fabric was just loose and bouncy. And no, I couldn't do it. So I took it all apart and I put it in my 11 by 11 Q-snap. And it's working fantastic. I should know better. I mean, I should really, really know better that things aren't going to work for me, because every time I say I'm going to do something on Facebook or on FlossTube, it turns around and kind of bites me in the butt. But this is the pattern that I am working on. It's called Midnight Journey. It is from Leisure Arts, Santa's Great Book. This is a 1996 book that I found when I went thrifting with Michelle Bendy one day. And this is what I've gotten done. Right about here is the divide between the two pages of the pattern. Mark made working copies for me because I didn't think working out of the book would be easy to do. But one of the pages, all the squares got blurry. So I've been working out of the book. Now, I think that this is going to be absolutely stunning when it's done. I absolutely love it on the fabric. This thing is like 75% quarter stitches. And I haven't even touched any of the back stitching on it. Do a stitch here, do a quarter stitch there. Do a stitch here, do 2 more quarter stitch. Oh my God. They were crazy in 1996, I'm telling you. But it's going to be pretty. It's going to be pretty. And I'm going to make my mantle scarf out of this. My needle minder is my Hogwarts one that I got from Vicky, Stitchin' Buttons. It's domed. And so when you put the needle on it, the needle wiggles. I was so tickled with that the other night. I just sat there turning this around and letting the needle turn all the different ways. And it's like, it's a wand. Yeah. It's the way my mind works, folks. That piece has 34 colors in it. They're all DMCs. I got them all when I went up to Acorns and Threads, a week or so ago. It was a Friday. It was the day that we met Melanie. Yarn and, oh man. Yarn and Threads. Anyway, so I finally got around to bobbinating all my floss, and then I put them in the floss away bags that my sister had given me. And the little hooks that they give you to hold these floss away bags, oh, that thing drove me nuts. So I went and got a shower curtain because this one holds it tighter and it stays together. And I'm not technical, okay? The thing kept popping open and they'd slide off the other side. It was just shower curtain. Hook. Yeah. If you come to watch my videos because you think I'm smart, you might be surprised. I don't know. Okay. Mania. I'm all over the place on this thing. I do have notes. I did have an idea for things that I wanted to talk about, but yeah. My plan for Mania was to work on my Alphonse Mucha, to work on it all 31 days of the month. Or at least 18. Because it's 2018. I made the 18. I posted a picture this morning that showed the picture I took on May 1st, where I was starting the month at, and where I have it at now. And I'm going to try to hold my stand up here without knocking everything down, and we'll see what happens. There you are. I have a ruler on there to show about where I started. So everything underneath the ruler is what I have added this month. I had a lot of this side done, but it's mostly everything over in this area is what I have gotten done this month. And I am really, really happy with what I've accomplished on that. She is a beautiful piece. But right now, where I'm working at and what I will be working at on, I'm on pages 10, 11, and 12, and there's 18 total. But all the rest of these pages are these same dark colors, so you don't see a lot of things developing as I work on it, which sometimes can get, you know, very boring. It's not a Hade. I don't think I will ever touch a Hade, but it's just very dark, and it seems to be very, it's not monochromatic, but almost when I'm working on it, because there's so much confetti in there and there's so much of the same colors in there, you don't see anything when you're sitting there working on it. And when I put it back and I look at it, it's like, oh, I can see the shape of her body, and I can see the way the fabric is coming down off of her arm, and it makes sense from a distance, but working up close, it's like nothing is happening, even though I'm getting a lot of stitches in. I worked on it 18 days. So I met my minimum requirement for Mania. This is my first ever attempt with Mania. I don't think I will ever be like all of the wonderful people out there who do a start a day or more. Because, yeah, that's just not me. Not me. So, last week, on my video, I talked about not liking spiders. And I got this comment on my video. Oh my God, Audrey, I sent you something and you're going to get such a kick out of it. Or you're going to laugh or something like that. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? So, a couple of days went by and I got this package from Amy. Amy Loves Toads. And in this package, she sent me 2 absolutely beautiful colors of Weeks Dye Work floss. And then she sent me some lovely baddie fabric for finishing things off. And we know I will use that. And because I had to already play with this and everything, I ended up putting the postcard she sent me in my magical book, because this is where I put all my postcards and cards and stuff from people who send things to me, because I want to remember them as being part of my journey. And my book started my my floss tube journey. This was the very first thing that I showed, so I'm glad that I have found a use for this, and I am now putting all my postcards that people send me. And what did Amy send me? Spiders! So I put my ridiculous up there, because I'm like Ron. I don't like spiders. So I'm going to have the ridiculous up there, and I'm going to think that they're roller skating. But yeah, she sent me a postcard with spiders. She's not the first person to send me a postcard with spiders. I think Jay sent one. Oh yeah, they're in here somewhere. But anyway, I am thoroughly enjoying adding people to my journal. I take as much stuff off the envelopes as I can. She had a stamp of a toad, so I took that off there, and she had a little sticker with flowers on there, and I took that off there and added it to her. But yeah, I put the ridiculous up there because spiders would be my boggart. That would be what I would see when the boggart comes out. Thank you, Amy. I really do like the card because you sent it to me. Not because it has spiders, but because you sent it to me. And thank you so much for the fabric and the floss. I will make use of them. Which leads me to what I'm probably going to do on my next video. As I've been working on projects this year, I have been piling up the leftovers on my desk up in the library. And I was trying to find some stuff today, and oh my God, there's stacks of fabric. To me, there's you guys probably think it's nothing, but to me, there's stacks of fabric, and there's there's little bundles of floss here and there all over the place, and I have to organize things. So I was thinking that maybe my next video, we could organize together. I don't know. Let me know if that's something you think that you would want to watch, because honestly, I don't think I have near as much stuff as some of you. Probably a lot less than a lot of you. But I think I have a mess upstairs right now, and I need to organize it, and maybe if you're interested, I could get my stuff together for my next video and organize with you, and it's an idea. Let me know. That's one of the hard things about doing these videos, is trying to figure out what to talk about, what to share. Sit here and babble to myself. Yeah, there you go. So, anyway, I want to thank you all for coming and visiting with me once again. I want to thank you for liking and commenting and subscribing. I am up to 600 subscribers, which is way more than I ever thought I would have. And I posted last week that I was at 600 subscribers, and then I lost 2 right away, and then I got them back. I've seen that happen. It goes up and down. Whatever. 600 more than I thought I would have. So thank you. Okay, I think I am done babbling for today. I can't think of anything else that I need to be saying. I'm gonna go back and try to organize my living room up a little bit, get some more laundry done. Does laundry ever get done? I mean, as soon as you wash something, you have to wash it again. It's not fair. Anyway, live long and stitch on, my friends. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.